GamingBolt presents 10 details you need to know about Spider-Man on PS4. We're getting what could dethrone Batman Arkham City as the best comic book superhero game ever made, with Insomniac Games' upcoming Spider-Man. Though not a whole lot is known about the title, the prospect of a developer as talented and with the sense of humor as defined and whimsical as Insomniac, working on a property like Spider-Man has us giddy. Here are 10 things you need to know about the next blockbuster on the PS4. The game will show why Spider-Man is awesome. At a keynote at DICE Summit 2017, Marvel Games creative director Bill Roseman discussed just what players and fans can expect from the game. You may have heard that we're making a Spider-Man game with Ted Price's team at Insomniac and our friends at Sony Interactive Entertainment, Roseman said. The other day we were sitting around talking. Insomniac is only 10 minutes away from Marvel Games' offices, and we're eating lunch and talking, asking each other, hey, when did you first get into Spider-Man? And we all realized we had the same story. We discovered him when we were very little. Not only that, we all realized that we all owned the same Spider-Man underoos back in the day. And it feels like our lives have driven us to this moment. This is our purpose, to show the world why this character is so awesome, to bring this fictional world into the real world. It's very personal for us. We're going to focus our life's journey into this game to celebrate him with the world. It certainly sounds like a noble goal and pursuit, and if Spider-Man PS4 can capture the sense of the character as well as Batman Arkham Asylum did for Batman, then Marvel, Insomniac, and Sony could have a hit on their hands. The story. While people are rarely turning to a site like IMDb for information about video games, those same people will go to great lengths to get information when there isn't much to be had. The new Spider-Man game that is coming exclusively to the PS4 has been very stingy with details, recently skipping the Game Awards and the PlayStation Experience of last year. Now the plot for the game briefly showed up on IMDb, and anxious gamers are running with the small amount of information the synopsis gave them. That synopsis claimed that the story was laid out like this. Spider-Man must fight terrifying foe the Green Goblin as he contends with his usual life of being a married man with a daughter. But when the Goblin hatches a new plan, can Spidey save his family and himself? The story certainly sounds like one we'd like to see play out in the upcoming video game, but as usual, take this with a grain of salt. 2017 release date? While developer Insomniac Games hasn't outright confirmed it, Marvel Digital Media VP and Executive Editor Ryan Penagos said during a recent livestream that Spider-Man PS4 is due to release in 2017. As per a clip captured by a Reddit user, Penagos states that there's even more on the horizon for 2017, like Spider-Man coming to PlayStation 4 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coming to Xbox One, PS4, and Windows PC. Showcased at E3 2016 last year, Insomniac's yet-to-be-named Spider-Man title is exclusive to the PlayStation 4. It won't tie into any particular film, presenting its own standalone story instead. The developer didn't indicate at any point that we'd be seeing Spider-Man this year, but maybe that will change at E3 2017. Open World. Creative director Brian Intihar, who spoke to Jeff Keighley on YouTube Live during E3 2016 about some of the features that fans can look forward to. Intihar confirmed that the game will feature an open world, which probably means more freedom for players, different ways to take down enemies, and strategy-based boss fights. With an open world setting, the options are limitless. Here's hoping that Insomniac nails the open world gameplay mechanics. The game's setting. With Marvel promoting the upcoming PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game as the cornerstone of their upcoming AAA video game strategy, and with Marvel having this "it's all connected" thing going for all their ventures, one might have assumed that Spider-Man the game would somehow tie into the Marvel Cinematic Universe too. As it turns out, it won't. Speaking on Twitter, Insomniac Games confirmed that the game will be set in its very own universe. Of course, this doesn't mean that they might not make other games or even comics set in this same universe later, but this game itself does not overlap with any other Marvel property out there. In-engine visuals. The E3 reveal trailer for the new Spider-Man game by Insomniac was actually in-engine footage, in real time, not pre-rendered. Given Insomniac's record with the Resistance series, which pushed the PS3 to its graphical limits, and Ratchet & Clank, the latest outing of which looks almost as good as CGI on PS4, we're not too surprised on this score. After Spider-Man's outing and widespread fan disbelief that what was showed was actual in-game footage, Insomniac took to Twitter and posted, "We just showed gameplay last night." Even more surprising is that the Spider-Man footage was running off of a plain old PS4. The PS4 Pro version was also teased last year, and it looks absolutely stunning. The first game in a series. Spider-Man on the PS4 is not going to be a one-off. Jay Ong of Marvel spoke to GamesIndustry.biz and VentureBeat about Marvel's gaming plans, and cleared the air on a lot of things about Spider-Man. For instance, he made it clear that it would only be the first game in a series, and that Sony and Insomniac would be making more of them over time. He also made it very clear that these PlayStation-exclusive Spider-Man games would be the only console Spider-Man games that exist from this point on. In other words, we can't expect Activision or some other companies making Spider-Man games intermittently as well. This Sony and Insomniac series is the future. Engine details. When Insomniac were asked whether Spider-Man was going to use the same engine as Ratchet & Clank and whether upgrades had been made, Insomniac responded with the following: "We always iterate our engine between games. We don't have more than one though." This strongly suggests that they're using an improved version of the engine that ran 2016's Ratchet & Clank, the largest ever team working on the game. Insomniac's new Spider-Man game on PS4 is big, like really big. According to a tweet outed by Insomniac's official Twitter handle, the new Spider-Man game has Insomniac's largest ever team working on it. What does this mean? Well, it's an obvious scaling up for a company that's working on its first true open-world game. It means the new Spider-Man game should receive all the care and attention it needs. An experienced Parker and no plans for a demo. Further distancing away from the official Marvel storyline, Peter Parker will be more experienced. We don't know what exactly this means, but it's a possibility that this won't be an origin story. Furthermore, they also confirmed that they will not be putting out a demo at all, and the game is under development for almost 2 years. That'll be it for this video. If you like what we're doing, please go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.